Jesus then poses a question of his own. How can the Christ be David's son when David himself calls him Lord? He quotes the book of Psalm chapter 110 and challenges their assumptions about the Messiah's identity. The crowd listens gladly, drawn in by the wisdom of his words. Jesus turns to the crowd and gives a sobering warning. Beware of the scribes, who love titles, long robes, and the best seats, but devour widows' houses and make long prayers for show. He exposes their pride and hypocrisy, declaring that they will face greater condemnation for their actions. Sitting opposite the temple treasury, Jesus watches as people give their offerings. The wealthy contribute large sums, but then a poor widow arrives and drops in 2 small coins, everything she has. Jesus calls his disciples and points to her act of faith. This poor widow has put in more than all the others. She gave out of her poverty, all she had to live on. She becomes the living embodiment of sacrificial faith, giving not out of abundance, but out of complete trust in God. Mark 12 is a chapter of sharp contrasts: corrupt leaders versus humble faith, hypocrisy versus sincerity, and empty religion versus kingdom truth. Through parables, questions, and divine insight, Jesus reveals the heart of God's law, calls out spiritual blindness, and exalts the faith of a forgotten widow. The religious elite may challenge his authority, but with every word, Jesus shows that his wisdom comes from above, and his kingdom is built on truth, love, and selfless devotion. As the cross draws near, Jesus continues to confront, correct, and call his followers deeper, not into ritual, but into relationship.